one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Check mask, check mask. Fix the eagle.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
Always got some breathing room.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 2.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Drake Jackson. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Mitchell hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no
You got to
way.
protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
Your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And some room to work. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Hey, check that, street.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Derek Young, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are corrected.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And
if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Barkley is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance going to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
You don't blink.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Shot, 17. Blue strike.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Back to Vito. Ready?
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Come on, come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Drill 52. Drill green. White, white. Hut, hut.
On first down, Lance.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end.
Lance now on first down. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
6, Madden.
Lance now to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On play action, Lance.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Lance looks to throw again.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And Lance will try again on second down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Completes it to Samuel.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Down.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Yellow. Cut.
Again, it's Lance.
Shoves him away, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A solid stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
159 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Check mash, check mash. Pat the street, pat the street.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll set up to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lance again. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Red, cycle.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
George Pickens.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So, yeah.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Ready.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
97.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Black shot. Ready.
And Lance now to throw.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time.
Let's go now.
Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Go streak.
They'll set up a throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Second and 5.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Hey, check that, street.
Up the middle with Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him.
No one. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances.
And now here is another interception. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Here we go. Sack. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready. Ready.
On play action, Lance. The 20. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
Petty don't matter. Far as that tell a tatter, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital.